Hi, Tether Miche, bringing you a really important health and sustainable living tip today. And it's all about toothpaste, using commercial toothpaste or not using commercial toothpaste. Stick with me through this video to learn why commercial toothpaste is a waste of your money and is a huge marketing scam to get you to buy more toothpaste. And also to learn about how tooth decay actually comes about, and it's not what you think. So stay with me through the video if it is informative for you and gives you another great idea of how to live more sustainably and healthfully. Please like it, comment, ask any questions, share it with friends and family if you think they might be able to use this information, and certainly click that subscribe button so that you can get more tips and tricks about living healthfully and sustainably from me on my channel here. So I was out in the misty, rainy day today, as evidenced by the fuzzy hair, and saw my dentist. Had a question for him, which is, what should I use for toothpaste? I really don't want all the chemicals and so on in commercial toothpaste. And he said, you don't need to use toothpaste. He said, you don't actually need to use anything other than your brush. Plaque keeps forming in your mouth, which is what begins to cause tooth decay. And he said, you can brush your teeth every hour. In fact, you would probably have to brush every 45 minutes or so to keep plaque from forming. He said, it's just that insidious. It's always happening. But toothpaste is actually a big marketing scam to get you to buy more toothpaste. And its ingredients are not healthy. So I asked him this question because I was ready to buy more toothpaste, and I thought, I'm going to find out what exactly is in the toothpaste that is almost empty, and that's ye old Pepsodent. Goes back to childhood choices, don't you know? And they don't tell you the ingredients on the tube of toothpaste. I think they have to disclose it. Probably is on the box that the tube comes in. So I went to our friend Google to find out what are the ingredients in Pepsodent toothpaste. And they are as follows: sodium fluoride, sorbitol, water, hydrated silica, PEG8, sodium lauryl sulfate, SD alcohol 38-B, flavor, big quotation marks around that, you know that's chemical, cellulose gum, sodium saccharin, and titanium dioxide. So let me tell you a little bit about these ingredients. Sodium fluoride, fluoride. Differing opinions on fluoride's benefit to teeth and using it by a topical application, whether it's being added to your water or if it's in your toothpaste that you brush with. So, questionable. We'll just say not necessary. My dentist, he's so great. He's a really huge science nerd, as am I. So we could talk for hours about health, dental health, and so on. And he's the one that shared with me topical fluoride, whether it's in a mouthwash or, like I said, water source or in your toothpaste, is really not going to prevent cavities from forming on your teeth. So there's one. Sorbitol, sugar. Water, we know that. Hydrated silica, I think you could probably guess what that is. It's sand that's wet. PEG 8. So that is not a great chemical, and it is known to be carcinogenic and can damage liver and the kidneys. Now, maybe it's in huge quantities, but why are we going to add a chemical? I'll say no to that one. Next is sodium lauryl sulfate, which you've probably heard much in the news several years ago, but it's still there. It's like, it's dangerous, it's it's nasty. And so I, of course, had to look up that to find out more about that particular chemical. And it's a surfactant, which means that it's mixed with other ingredients usually to make things suds. So, you know, when you brush your teeth, often you will get that little foamy kind of thing. That's thank you to SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate. And huge controversy of whether it actually is harmful, toxic to humans and what have you. But again, why have a potentially toxic chemical, yet another one in a hygiene product that we use? And so the acute toxicity for sodium lauryl sulfate is for eye toxicity. So basically, don't try to brush your eyeballs with toothpaste. Or what sodium lauryl sulfate typically and most commonly is used in are household cleaning products. So spray cleaners, laundry detergent, dishwashing detergent. Personally, I don't want to put something that's in dishwashing detergent in my mouth or any other place in my body. So it also has been linked to sodium lauryl sulfate has been linked purportedly to hair loss. And the reason why is because it deposits itself in the hair follicles. So apparently no conclusive evidence that that is the case, that it is associated with hair loss, but there again. The toxicity information and acute toxicity information that I saw in this research paper was provided by the manufacturer of sodium lauryl sulfate. So we could wager a guess as to whether that is accurate. And do know that the toxicity testing was on animals, rabbits, rats, fish. No, thank you. So that's the SLS story. And let's look at the SD alcohol 38B. It's mixed in chemical mixes as like emulsifying agent, so to keep things held together. Flavor is always going to be, especially with just the word flavor, it's always going to be chemical. So it's created in a lab. It's not natural flavoring. Even that natural flavor, that is a term, a little side extra tip for you here, that includes MSG. So there you have it. Cellulose gum, yeah, that's a fibrous substance, to just keep, it's basically from paper typically, to keep everything together. Sodium saccharin, more sugar, fake sugar, chemical sugar, titanium dioxide. So that's a white powder that often is used in sunscreens because it has such a high reflective capability that it's an effective, like, physical sunscreen that the sun just can't hit your skin. And it's basically a whitening agent is what that comes down to. So that's what's in Pepsodent toothpaste, and I'm sure it comes in all sorts of other toothpaste too. So here, what do? Okay, I don't want to have this crap going into my body, so what do? Well, you can use nothing besides your toothbrush and wet it. And that's great. And what I'm going to start using actually is baking soda. Here's the reason why baking soda is really great as the one thing to put on your toothbrush when you're brushing your teeth. And that is baking soda is countering the acid because it is a base. Here's more chemistry. And it's the acid that is formed in the mouth from certain foods. You might think, oh, it's fruit, it's this or this or that. But if you eat some sourdough bread, that can turn into making acid in your mouth. So it's the acid that actually causes cavities and decay. It's not sugar. So get that off the table. And know that it's the acid that's formed in your mouth that causes tooth decay. So you put a base material like the baking soda in this mouth that has acid in it from the foods you eat and the biochemistry that happens to break your food down. And that baking soda is going to neutralize the acid, making it unable to eat away at your teeth. So that's the big tip. And baking soda, super available. I get it in bulk at my favorite store that has such a huge bulk section. It's just a very, very simple compound. And so you've got great health benefit, dental hygiene help. You have a savings to your wallet. It's simple, it's sustainable, and you're set. I'm going to do another video about whitening toothpastes and also like those such as Sensodyne that are reducing sensitivity supposedly on teeth that are causing you some little pain issues or just sensitivity to hot or cold. But look for that. I'm going to do another video on that because it's fascinating. That is the marketing gimmick of practically all time, is whitening toothpaste. So again, like this video, subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to get a notification on when that other toothpaste video comes through. And I wish you great dental health and the ease and joy of simplifying with healthy, sustainable tips, such as using baking soda for your toothpaste. Thanks for watching.